beautiful. I got my eye on you, Mr. Kenny Parker, off of this fabulous, awesome CD, Hellfire. And speaking of Mr. Kenny Parker, he's my guest on the Who Magoo. Welcome aboard, sir. Come on in.
Glad to be here.
Thank you.
Let's rock.
Let's rock it. And you are old school rock from Detroit. You know? I love reading that Detroit Rider and the Detroit Wheels and all your background and all that fun stuff that you have.
Well, that was all the explosive guitar players of the old school that were blues-based, rock and roll. A lot of guitar players here in Detroit.
Yeah, and you, Kenny Parker, again, welcome tonight. Happy Wednesday night on the Who Magoo. And you are really bringing it alive with that CD you got, Hellfire. My, that is just a snapping tune along with Baby Come Back to Me. We're going to line up and play some tracks for everybody tonight as we do a little journey with Kenny and his band and stuff. And my, that's beautiful. And you were telling me that the band, you guys have been jamming for quite a few years and you're introducing your guys. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, of course, I've got the guitar master of Detroit, Mr. Jim McCarty, of original Detroit, Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels guitar player, played with Buddy Miles Express, played with Cactus, played with the Siegel Schwall Blues Band, and in the 70s and 80s, he had his own band here in Detroit called the Rockets that just owned Michigan for years. And then they went on the road and opened for everybody on earth. And Jim, at age 73, can still bring it, let me tell you. He's been the king of guitar players in Detroit for 55 or more years, and he can bring it. I got Mr. Dan Devins on vocals, who's a younger, well, when I say younger, he's in his 50s, but this is he's as good as there is here in Detroit, and I've been honored to have been working with him off and on for last 10 or 15 years, last 5 or 6 years formally as a member of my band. I've got Mr. Mike Marshall on bass, who I've known since 1970, before I even lived in Detroit. I knew him from the Ann Arbor rock and roll scene, the early 1970, 1971 era. And then I've got Mr. Dave Marcaccio on drums, who's one of the swingingest drummers around. And so, we like to bring it.
Yeah, God bless you guys. And you still are bringing it, my friend, 73 years old. I love it. And, there must be karma going on in the music these days because I'm a big fan. The Who Magoo, part of that, Magoo was a nickname, but the Who part of it is the Who. And they just opened up last night in Michigan, should I say, Grand Rapids. And so I love all that music karma that you guys are bringing on Hellfire, the Who, everybody. That's what I love about this independent music and Blind Raccoon and Betsy Brown. We're able to hear tracks like this, my friend. I would never been hearing this and stuff. I'm getting through Betsy. It is just a jam.
My relationship with Betsy has been one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done. She's really delivered the goods, and man, I couldn't be happier than what she's been able to do promoting this record.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking about the rockin' and that you guys are still bringing alive in Detroit. And so many other people are still doing it out there. And this is what this show is all about, to bring this out to everybody and hear this. And then so inspiring to hear you and your friends and your buddies from way back still rocking the blues and getting it together and now bringing this through this awesome technology. This show will all be available right after this, iHeartRadio and everybody to hear. And again, Hellfire. And get out there and buy that CD for everybody. Tell us about the tune that I want to play right now, Baby Come Back to Me. That is just a fabulous tune.
Well, Baby Come Back to Me, I set out to write the record Hellfire, the whole entire album, after a breakup with someone that I loved a lot. And, I don't know, it just it just kind of came. I mean, if you listen to it, it's obvious there's some Sam and Dave influences in there. And as I was writing it, I was kind of cognizant of a little rare earth, influence. But the lyrics were inspired by, certainly not literal, but inspired by the way I was feeling after this breakup, and how the chord changes and all that came about. They just came. And it's one of the, it's one of the kind of most different songs I've ever written, and one of the best songs I've ever written. So I'm real proud of that one and the way it came out.
It's catchy right out of the way, and one of the things I like to do on the show here is we're going to play the music right off the bat as we chat a little bit as I intro this stuff, but it does got that old school catch, and again, I could hear that when I heard your stuff right off the bat, when music, to me, was music in the 70s, 80s, created what you guys are doing today.
Oh, let's not forget the 60s.
Of course, the 60s. That's right, you are a big Beatles, The Who, the Stones, all of that, and when they call the Rolling Stones the blues band, I can hear all that stuff that you guys are playing, too. It's just living and live.
I think of the Rolling Stones as a blues band, and to me, they're the most, even though they're British, they're the most American of all the rock and roll bands, at least in the way they sound. That's they show their love for America in the way they've turned it out over all these years.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Buddy Guy. They're playing in the Buddy Guy. The Blues is Live at Well. Grammy CD.
Oh, yeah.
Year. Cognac. And then Mick Jagger is on the harmonica. So, and again, that's all Betsy Brown, too. And I'm blessed to play that in Humagoo. But, yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Your GMs are still bringing all that alive. And again, I'm just so blessed. And let's do it right now. Baby, Come Back to Me.
Do it.
Parker. Here we go. Rock it. Yeah.
Rock.
One more